Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2021 Subaru Legacy. This one is the Limited XT, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood, they're going to be a 2.4 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that is connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 260 horses and 277 pound-feet of torque. The fuel economy numbers on this engine: 24 in the city, 32 highway, and 27 combined. If you guys are curious about the color is called Crimson Red, and it does look very good. And by the way, the interior of this one is called Ivory, basically a tan interior. Coming to the front, I really like the way how this Legacy looks like. The headlights have a really nice sharp look to them. The daytime running light, high and low beam, are going to be LED. The turn signal indicators is going to be halogen for $34,000. I really wish that Subaru made the turn signal indicator LED here in the front. Coming down, they're going to be some LED fog lights. And for the grille is finished in flat black. It does have a nice big chrome trim. Subaru badge is going to be nice and big. And coming down, there's going to be a good amount of flat black around the fog lights, and I really like the chrome trim in the bottom. Not exactly sure how I feel about the flat black, but it doesn't look that bad. They're going to be a functional grille in the bottom, and I think everything looks nice. Nothing too crazy or aggressive, but the headlights definitely have a really nice aggressive look to them. But let's go ahead and move to the side of this Legacy, and I'll go ahead and show you the side view of it. Here is a side view of this Legacy. It does look very good. The design of the wheels are nice, and I love the fact that the wheels are not too big on this limited trim. The size of those rims, they are 225, 50, 18. The size is good, design is good, and there is a good amount of rubber. I hate it when companies go with very big rims and low profile tires, so I think Subaru did a great job with the tires on this limited trim. They're going to be a good amount of chrome around the windows, and they're going to be a turn signal indicator on the mirror, and the mirror is finished in the same color as the car, and it does have a good amount of chrome on it as well. All the way up top on the roof, they're going to be a sunroof. It's a standard size sunroof, and right here on the side there's really nothing aggressive, and this is expected from a 4-door sedan. Here is the back of this Legacy. It doesn't look crazy, just like any other 4-door sedan. For the tail lights, they do mimic the headlights. They have this C-shaped design. Right here in the back, the reverse light and the turn signal indicators are going to be halogen. The running light is going to be LED. Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive badges are going to be on the left. Legacy with the XT badge all the way to the right. Subaru badge is nice and big. And on the bumper, there are going to be some parking sensors. And all the way in the bottom, this is going to be finished in flat black. And for the exhaust tips are actually connected to the exhaust pipe, so there's no fake exhaust tips or anything like that. So I'm glad that Subaru did not go that route on this Legacy. Here is the key of this Legacy. It does look good. It has a really nice weight to it. It has 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, and a panic button. And it does have a physical key inside of this key. And in the back, there's nothing. The Subaru logo is going to be for unlocking the car, and there's going to be a button for the trunk. It does open halfway, and then you have to do the rest of the work. And inside there is a good amount of space, nice and wide and very deep, and you could drop the seats down if you want to. It does have 60/40 split, good amount of storage place all the way to the left, and good amount of on the right. And underneath, they're going to be good amount of storage place with the jack and the jack tools, and right underneath the jack and the jack tools, they're going to be the spare tire. So that's where the spare tire is located. Here is the door handle. It does have a sensor right behind it. That's how you unlock the car, and to lock it, just go ahead and tap on this sensor right here. For the front door panel, it does look good. Mostly everything right here is wrapped in leather and nice and soft. This top portion is going to be that synthetic rubber material. It is finished in black. Since it has the tan or white interior, it does have tan on the door. This is wrapped in leather, and that's a big portion that is wrapped in leather. It is nice and soft. Some stitching right here that looks good. The armrest is nice and soft. A small cubby right here, and the window switches, mirror controls, door locks, everything looks good. Good amount of chrome and matte brushed aluminum. They're going to be memory seats, and I really like this trim right here. Good amount of gloss black, and the door handle actually feels nice and light, but very nice and solid. Plastic in the bottom, which is expected. Barely any storage place with a bottle holder, and they're going to be a speaker in the bottom. It does have a really nice design to it, and it does have Harman Kardon sound system. Seats are very, very comfortable. Again, this interior is finished in ivory, and it's basically this tan white interior. It does have the seat controls right here, power seats, and it does have lumbar support. And by the way, it does have thigh extension. But let's go ahead and move inside this Legacy, and I'll go and show you the interior of it. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2021 Legacy Limited. This white interior is very, very nice. It just makes this interior nice and bright. And even the headliner is going to be finished in tan or white. And overall, I think the design looks good. For the steering wheel is actually very nice and soft. So I love the fact that it's nice and padded. All the way to the left, they're going to be those two buttons right here. Those will change them music or songs. And to the right, they're going to be the wiper controls. It does have paddle shifters. They feel a little bit on the lighter side. I really wish they were a little bit bigger, and they were finished in chrome. All the way to the left, they're going to be the headlight controls with the fog light controls and the turn signal controls. And the gauges are very simple. They're going to be an LCD screen in the middle that will display a good amount of things. You could go up and down to view a few things, so that's nice. And all the way to the right, that's where basically Subaru eyesight system is. That's how you control the cruise controls, the adaptive cruise control, link keep assist, steering assist, and it does have heated steering wheel. And all the way to the left, I love the design of the AC vent. And in the bottom, they're going to be the trunk release button, branch control. Here is a screen. It's 11.6 inches, and it does look pretty good. It does have a good amount of buttons on the left and right, and it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And here is the emergency light button, volume control or volume knob, tune knob, and they're going to be a few buttons right here to control the temperature, and more on the right as well. And the system itself is nice and smooth, a little bit on the laggy side or the slow side. So it does take a little bit of time to go from one place to another. And overall, I think it's a good system, but I really wish it was a little bit faster. Climate controls are going to be in the bottom. And by the way, this screen has a good amount of glare. As you guys see, you could see a good amount of reflection. And by the way, here is the backup camera. It doesn't fill the whole screen, but resolution is not too bad, but I love the fact that it's nice and wide. For the climate controls are very easy to use. Mainly everything is controlled from the screen, but there are going to be a few buttons right here to control the temperature, so you could increase the temperature and decrease it from here. It does have heated seats, 3 stages. You could actually control the temperature from the screen. You could do the same exact thing for the passenger as well. Heated seats, 3 stages, increase and decrease the temperature. You could increase the fan from here, or you could actually click on this and it will bring up this menu. You could change the modes. You can increase the speed, fan speed from here. And as I said, everything is mostly controlled from the screen for the climate controls. And it does have the engine start stop. So when you come to complete stop, the engine will turn off. I'm not exactly sure why it's not a hard button. Here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in the Subaru. It does have a manual mode. The shifter has a good amount of leather. It is finished in gloss black and some brushed aluminum. It does have e-brake, and it does have a wireless phone charger. This is part of a package that you could add to this Legacy. It's a $260 package or option. 2 USBs, 1 aux, and this is going to be finished in gloss black. Good amount of brushed aluminum. Even there is a brushed aluminum around the screen. And I think this thing is for the eyesight. Basically, it monitors your eyes to see if you're paying attention to the road or not. There's going to be storage place right here on top of the glove box. For the cup holders are nice and big, nice and deep as well. And they're going to be a good amount of brushed aluminum around those cup holders. Right here, they're going to be a tiny bit of storage place. This is the first tier, and here is the second tier. Good amount of storage place inside the armrest, and a 12 volt. And the armrest itself is very nice and soft, so a lot of companies are actually cheaping out on the armrest and they're making them very hard, but Subaru is making this armrest nice and soft. Here is the rear view mirror. It's almost frameless, and I'm glad that it's not too big or too small. There are going to be a few buttons underneath it. They're going to be the auto dimming function, and they're going to be the garage controls. Here is the glasses holder. It does have the SOS button, and it does have this button basically for their customer service. There's going to be a switch right here to turn off the lights or keep the lights off when the doors are open. There's going to be a button right here, or a switch, to control that standard size sunroof, and they're going to be some LED lights, which is nice, but this whole thing feels a little bit on the cheaper side. And for the visor, it's actually very nice and solid. This is nice and soft, and it is finished in the same material as the headliner. Inside, there's going to be a mirror with 2 lights on the sides, and it does say slide right here. That means this visor does slide just like this. So that's nice. A lot of cars nowadays have this feature, but they do not say slide on them. For the back door panel, everything is going to be nice and soft, just like the front. Top is going to be that synthetic rubber material. This is wrapped in leather, which is nice. The armrest is super nice and soft, and I didn't know that the back windows actually are automatic in this Legacy, so that's a very good thing. And they're going to be this brushed aluminum / gray trim around the window switch. This is going to be plastic, which is expected, of course. Good amount of storage place, and there's going to be a speaker in the bottom. And back seats are nice and spacious, which is expected in this segment. And the seats here in the back are super comfortable, just like the front seats. And here is the armrest. It does have 2 cup holders. The armrest is super nice and soft, so good job, Subaru. And they're going to be AC vents here in the back, heated seats, and they're going to be 2 USBs. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2021 Subaru Legacy. I would like to thank Dan Perkins here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Legacy. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.